Dolly Doll here. So, since today is New Year's Eve and it is the last video of the year, or last day of the year, so I'm going to do my last video of the year. Okay, so I found a cute elemental thing on Tumblr. So I wrote down the stuff because I'm backwards. Anyways, but I also have a Facebook friend who had a couple questions for me too. So I'm going to do those first, okay? And she asked, where do you find your most unique pieces? Pretty sure she's talking about clothing-wise. I do a lot of thrift store shopping, and I pretty much shop anywhere and just piece together things I find that way. You know, because you can never be too surprised about where you can find things. You just need to try different places. Like, I would go into Justice or Limited 2 as well. Okay, and then, how does one make various faces while modeling? Oh yes, emoting is one of the hardest things because it's easy to copy a pose for your body. It's harder to portray emotion through the face. Although that's not something I thought I was that particularly good at, but I guess it seems that way to others. I take a lot of selfies and I do a lot of different looks. So depending on the looks, obviously I will try to portray a different, I guess, range of facial expressions for it. Although I delete a lot. So my advice would be take a ton of selfies because that would help. Alright, so now the Tumblr nonsense. Okay, so the first element is Earth. Leaf. Favorite season. I live in Devil's Armpits, so we don't really have much seasons other than hot and cold. So, but I guess aesthetically speaking, my favorite seasons are spring and fall. Spring because I'm a spring baby, fall because I like Halloween. Tree, highest up you've been. When I flew in the airplane, I guess technically, that would be the highest. I don't like heights though. Flower, prettiest thing you own. Probably a lot of my Lolita dresses are my prettiest things. Although I do collect dolls, so it's kind of like clothing or dolls. I do have this really pretty Cinderella doll, too. Let's see. Back and grab her. I particularly like this Cinderella because she looks like me. Obviously I have pink hair right now, but I think she's gonna stand. I'm gonna set her down right there. Okay, grass. Do you prefer to be outside or inside? I am an indoor girl, but I do like to go outside when the weather permits it and go to gardens and nonsense. And I like to explore cities and stuff like that, so. But I always do like to go and end up being inside at the end of the day. I get anxious. Let's see. Soil, have you ever planted something? Crazy double chin. Ah, see, that's much better. Alright, let's see. No, well, I did take botany in high school, and I seem to remember us planting something way back when. And I get the cupcake. There you go. But I haven't planted anything of my own volition because I have black thumbs. Mountain! Furthest you've ever traveled. Sadly, I haven't really traveled that far. Virginia is about as far as I go. I really want to go to Japan, obviously. Rock! Favorite gemstone, and I don't even have it handy. I think, an angel or quartz counts. That would be my favorite. And rose quartz. Pretty much I love a lot of quartzes. Let's see. Vines! What is your aesthetic? Why is vines? I have so many different aesthetics. Like, Sometimes I'm a pretty princess. Sometimes I'm a space babe. Victorian prostitute. Gothic diva. Depends on the day. So, plants. What, in your opinion, is your best aspect? I have good aspects. Of course, where are you most about my room? Let's see. Mud. You like hands-on things. Is that like getting my hands dirty? Yeah. I do like to paint. I guess that would be the closest thing to that. I don't like a lot of messy things. I do dye my hair, so I do like to do that hands-on, I guess. Let's see. Bug. Irrational fear. I make it a rule not to tell people my fears because they can use them against me. Cave. Favorite hiding place. Same thing. Like, why would I tell you a weakness? Garden. Where were you at this time last week? Sunday. That was Christmas Eve. Was it? What was I think the same thing. Except I was wearing pink and white. Let's see. Spring is earliest memory. One of my earliest memories that's worth talking about is when I was 3, I went to Disney World around Christmas, and I remembered Electrical Light Parade, Mickey's house, and, oh, a really cute Aladdin. We had breakfast with Aladdin. And, of course, I remember that he was cute, even though I was only 3. But, yeah. Let's see. Now is... Okay. Tight. Can you swim like there's no... I can swim, and I like to swim, but I need to get a swimming cap, because I put a lot of money into this hair dye, so I haven't really been swimming, even though I live in that apartment with a pool. So, yeah. Very sad. My inner mermaid weeps. Let's see. Beach. If you could be one place right now, where would you be? Probably Disney World or Disneyland or something more fun than being stuck where I am. Although I do enjoy being in my room, but you know, it'd be fun to celebrate New Year's, not stuck in a devil's armpit. Coral, do you believe in mermaids? Yes, I believe in mermaids, fairies, and other things. Maybe not exactly as fantasy dictates it, but I do believe there is a lot of things that we can't necessarily explain, whatever. And I think it's my inner child, too. Seashell. A sound that soothes you. Second husband's voice, and people who follow me will know who I'm talking about. Seaweed. Favorite sea creature. Mermaids. Hello. No. Okay, I'm teasing. I like seals. They're really cute, especially the one that is kind of viral right now with them that someone took and put translations on. So it's like egg and sneezes and leg and that thing. Also like seahorses and dolphins, manatees, the usual. You know. Salt water. Cold showers or hot showers? Hot showers. I know you're supposed to do cold showers if you had dyed hair, but I usually do not because I don't like cold water that much. Let's see. Stream. Last time you had a bath. They make it sound so accusatory. I prefer showers. Last time I probably had a bath was when I was sick back in is it October? Probably October or November. It's the last time I had a bath. I don't really do a lot of baths. I prefer showers. Let's see. Ocean. Have you been sailing? I have not been sailing. The closest thing is I've been on a charter boat to go to an island that's about an hour away from where I am. But that's about it. Let's see. And I don't particularly like it. I get seasick, so. Seasick. Hurricane. Save one thing, what would it be? Now, you know these aren't always going to be good questions because, you know, it's hard to pick favorites and I'm not playing that game. Okay, rain. What do you do when it rains? It depends on the day. If I'm at home and I'll have nothing to do, I'll sit there and watch it or take a nap or read or whatever. And then if I'm at work, I'll sit there and stare at it and listen to customers go on about how much they don't like it raining. So, thunderstorm. Do you like to be outside in the rain? Only if, not really. I mean, I don't like to get soaking wet. But I do like the ambiance of it, and if I had a cute little porch where I could sit there and drink hot tea and watch the rain, that'd be nice. But unfortunately, I am not that well off. Do. So I said pew, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Pew. Favorite drink? Depends on the season. I am very partial to different types of bubble tea. One of my favorite is rose milk tea with regular tapioca pearls, but also like chai tea latte, iced caramel macchiato. I like hot chocolate. It's my big hot chocolate mug with like a ghosty on it. Also have a mug with ats on it, or as I call them, doggies, but I have to be careful with that one because I just got it and I don't want to break it. I'm a klutz. Let's see. Bubble, do you live near the water? I do. Like, a beach is like maybe 10 minutes on foot away from me. Snow. Does it snow where you live? Rarely ever. Like once every 3 years, and not even where I am. It's usually 30 minutes away from me. Favorite thing to do in the water? I like to swim. Herpa-derpa. Okay, and now the last one is air. When was the last time you were on a plane? Back in 2003. No, not even 2003. Hello. 2000? 2001 was the last time I was on an airplane. Breeze, favorite dessert food. Okay, my inner fatty. Okay, so, I like candy, obviously. Chocolates. Like, I like dark chocolate with chili. I like truffles. I like cheesecake. I like anything like matcha flavor. Like hard candies, Kit Kats. Like rose flavored candies and desserts, like rose jelly and jam. I like Turkish Delight, and I think that's it. Oh, carrot cake and red velvet, and that about sums it up. But I'm pretty easy to please, and I'll try any kind of dessert once. Smoke, favorite artist. Are they talking about music artists or artistes? I have some favorite manga artists that I follow, and I'm probably going to butcher their names, but I'll go ahead and say them. Matsuri Akino, the artist of Sailor Moon. I know for a fact I cannot pronounce her name. Let's see. The artist of the doll manga books. What is her name? I don't remember her name, but she also did a lot of the art for Gospelita Bibles. I particularly really like her art. There's some classic artists I like, but they kind of blend together after a while with all the realism, and I think the reason I like those is because of the time period, not necessarily because I like the technique. So yeah, I think I'll probably stick with the manga because those are the ones who actually inspire me. Oh, Ayazawa is another one. Mostly Paradise Kiss and not Nana. Paradise Kiss is what speaks to me. And Kayuriyuki for Angel Sanctuary, although I have read some of Godchild. Not enough for me to remember the plotline or anything, but her art style is very inspirational to me. So I think that sums up my favorite artists. Beyond some DeviantArt people that I follow, Abigail Larson and Irene Woods, I think. Both of them are really good. Okay. Fug, do you wear glasses? Why don't you look me right in the face and ask that? Win, favorite song to dance to? It depends on what kind of dancing that I am doing. If I'm doing like, hey, I'm doing a dance to work out kind of sort of. I like Aqua and some synth pop, synth wave. And I do let's see, and then if it's waltzing, then I'd like the classics. Chavasky. He's got Nutcracker soundtrack, so you know. I don't do a lot of dancing though, other than in my room by myself on my bed. So, usually Aqua. Miss, do you like fairy tales? I love fairy tales. Okay, and also like retellings of fairy tales. The Lunar Chronicles is actually one of my favorite book series, and it's a delightful retelling of fairy tales, or a select fairy tales. So I suggest those. Sky, do you like to wear dresses? I actually prefer to wear dresses to like anything else because it's like, what's one wish you have? Oh boy, just one. Can I be just, financially stable where I can take a vacation once a year, not have to worry about anything, and have a cute house, and then I'd be set. Is that one wish? Yeah, financially stable, yeah. I guess that typically is. What are you most excited for right now? Tomorrow, I get to go to Talget, and it's like 30 minutes away from me, so we don't go very often. I need some chai tea latte. I'm pathetic. Flip. First thing you think when you wake up. Ah, shit, again. Break. What type of music do you listen to? I listen to a variety of music. A lot of Japanese rock, usually from the 80s and 90s, early 2000s. Bands like Mouse Ear, Bucktick, Lorraine, D. Then I listen to Emily Adams, Susie the Banshees, The Cure. I like a lot of classical music, game soundtracks, movie soundtracks. Just a big range of stuff. Obviously instrumental, pretty ambient music like that as well. Bird, if you could fly, where would you fly to? Feather, how long do you usually sleep for? Why is Feather? Oh, maybe because of pillows. It depends. I don't really have a set. I aim for 8 hours, but that doesn't necessarily mean I get that, because sometimes fanfiction addiction happens. And then responsibilities are in the morning. What's your favorite balloon, sorry. Skip the name of the question. Favorite carnival ride? What's the Eggies? I think they're called the Tilt-A-Whirl. I like the Tilt-A-Whirl, that's fun. If I'm with a significant other, then obviously I do like the Ferris wheel, but I'm incredibly afraid of heights, so I kind of like weep inside when I'm up on there. But it's fun to have someone to cling to. Okay, and space. Ever seen an eclipse? Oh, see, I didn't do fire. Okay, sorry. I think so. When I was a kid, we did have the partial solar eclipse or whatever recently, and I had to work and I had no glasses, so I didn't get to really see that. Alright, now fire. I forgot about that. This is the last one. Okay. Bonfire. What's one thing you lost that you want back? We lost a family dog somewhat recently, and I think that's the one thing right now. I miss her a lot. Okay, warmth. What's the person nearest to you right now? I don't have any. Rosalie and Moxie. They're near me. Okay. Volcano, what are you most afraid of? Well, since I already said that I was afraid of heights, and thus giving you insight into a weakness to take me down, that's the thing I'm most afraid of. Okay? What would the person nearest to you say about you? I'm pretty sure these two get sick of being thrown around when I'm sleeping with them. This one probably ends up on the floor a lot, and this one ends up in the crevice between my bed and wall. So I'm sure that is what they would say. Do you do reckless things? I try not to. I don't like danger. I don't like to give myself any more anxiety than I already have. Flame. Have you ever burned something? Yeah, I think. Are you talking about more than a candle and incense? I'm pretty sure I burnt a piece of paper once when I was a kid. So, have you ever hurt someone you didn't mean to? Oh, well, of course. I have a sassy mouth. So that gets me in trouble, like, a lot. I'm like 90% sass, 10% glitter. Okay, and then Cole. Have you ever been hurt by someone? I'm constantly being hurt by someone. Despite my sassy mouth, I'm literally bubbles crying like this. Like that mean. Hey, do you have any birthmarks and scars? Yes, but I'm not going to show you any of them, you weirdo. Hey, campfire. What's your favorite childhood memory? I can already answer that with the Disney nonsense. Can't even read that. Oh, lightning. Okay. So, are you afraid of storms? No, not for the most part, unless they're tornadoes, but I haven't really been in a tornado, so I don't know why I'm even bringing that up. I live, like, in an area that gets hit by hurricanes somewhat, and so I'm not really afraid of those. It's most storms. I'm just kind of like, oh, hey, it's thundering and lightning and raining. Okay, cool beans. Okay. Energy. Pick one word. Describe your life. Chaos. Lantern. Are you afraid of the dark? That's one of my favorite shows. Sometimes, you know, when my eyes play trick on me, well, you know, obviously I wear glasses, so when I lay down to go to bed, I have to take my glasses off, and everything looks like a ghost wanting to attack me. Summer, what is the craziest thing you've ever done? Anytime I go on a Greyhound to a photo shoot, it's hours away, that would be crazy, I guess. I haven't done it in quite some time, but that would, because you got strangers and rude people, and it's just not fun. I like to travel, but not usually that way. So that is it, and this video is really long, so